Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of S.H.Figuarts Tricera Ranger from Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, also known as the Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So I have, obviously, like I have been getting, with the exception of Yellow's thing, I got all the Zyuranger versions, but the Mighty Morphin version is identical to this. It's just different packaging, and the ones after red and green did not feature any special parts. But anyway, take a very quick look at the packaging. Pretty much exactly what we've been getting. Nothing out of the ordinary, but it's still a neat packaging regardless. You got the closed off box here with a picture of Tricera Ranger. There's his name up here. You got a side shot, and then you just got his name, and then it just shows you poses you can get him in. Accessories wise, he pretty much comes with the norm. He's got his typical closed fists on him, and then he's got holding the weapons hands, a couple different versions, and some sort of pose relaxed hands. As you can see in his hands, he's got the power lance in its individual modes, and then you do get a combined version, which is on the tad on the short side. I've noticed a lot of people complaining about that, and it's definitely on the short side. I believe it, yeah, it's definitely a bit larger in the combined mode in the show, which is a bit of a disappointment, especially with what you pay for these figures, regardless of the version you're getting. So, I mean, the paint on it is nice, but it really would have been better to have a bit of a larger version for that mode. Obviously, he's got his little blaster here already in his holster, if you can see it. So it comes with that closed mode, and then you have the combined mode with the Thunder Slinger right here, like all the Rangers have been getting. And then, if you can see, there's two little empty slots right here, was for the extra power daggers and power bow. And so when you combine those, since this is my last MMPR figure art review for the ones that come with the weapons anyway, they've had extras in most of the MMPR figure arts, extra weapons, so that you could make this, the power cannon. So you've gotten these with all of the Rangers. You got the extra, I believe the power axe was with Yellow. He had the power bow and the daggers. And I believe Black had the sword and the, whatchamacallits? The power lances. And so you combine them all together. It's very simple. You know, you just snap the bow on here. There's a little tiny piece that sort of seals it off for you. Place the sword on top, and then these little things go in on pegs. And it looks really awesome. As you can see, like, the paint on it is amazing. It looks great just as a little display piece on its own. But you can pose them all together if you want. You can give it to one Ranger. Regardless, it's neat that they sort of had you building up to this. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, the Marvel figures where they have a Build-A-Figure, but Build-A-Power Cannon. So, very cool. That's just a neat thing. I wanted to get that out of the way. But now we will take a look at Billy here. Now, just because he's already on the display, I'm going to turn him and sort of do our little spin here. Show us what you got, Billy. Apparently he got nothing. I'm sorry, he's just not ready for this today. That was pretty funny. But yeah, if he can stand, it's hard to get him to stand when it's spinning. He's a good, nice figure, if you couldn't tell, other than just falling over when he's not supposed to. Like all the MMPR figure arts and the /Zyuranger ones, he's a nice looking figure. I think they do a really good job on these. It's pretty hard to mess up the base body because the colors are so basic. But they got the colors really nice. It's a really nice mold that doesn't look too awkward. I really like the shoulders on these because they pretty much hide the joints well. The head sculpt on there is really nicely done. It's got a nice shine to it, both in the helmet and in the visor. It's just an overall really nice looking figure. I'm always really pleased with these figures, and this one's no different. It looks really cool, and I'm really happy with it. I'll just go over quickly the articulation. I know most of you probably know Figuarts articulation by now, but just to show you, you do have the 360 ball joint here. You got swiveling at the arm. You got a double elbow joint here. You got swiveling at the fists. You got articulation at the waist and chest here for a solid range of motion. Articulation on the neck and head on a nice ball joint, so you can get pretty solid range of motion there as well. 360 ball joint on his leg, swiveling, double knee joint. And then this ball joint here, you get a great range of motion on his ankle, and the little toe action joint. So standard Figuarts fare. I go over these so many times in Figuarts reviews. I always wonder, like, how many people are new to Figuarts and are seeing a certain review for the first time and are just seeing the articulation spiel. I don't know, I'm just randomly talking out loud. But yeah, very nicely done. Like I said, very nice mold, no loose joint problems. For the most part, I think it's fairly cohesive. The shoulder joints are pretty well done on it. It's just an overall solid mold. All of the MMPR Figuarts have been. As you can see here are the individual power lances, which are also painted nicely and don't have as much of a short problem since they're just individual. Just a closer look at the head sculpt, as you can see, it looks really good. But yeah, overall, really pleased with this figure. I like it a lot, despite, you know, the fatigue of seeing these suits and all this merchandise. I still do really like the MMPR suits, they're really nice figures. So definitely, if you're a fan of MMPR, Zyuranger, Billy, whatever, I can recommend you pick this up. It is a really nice figure. You know, you probably do want to go for the MMPR ones because you can get them on Amazon, and the nice thing about that is that sometimes they have sales, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But if you are a fan, I definitely can recommend it. And with this guy, I don't remember if it was him or Tiger Ranger that released last, but with this guy, it completes my review, so you are able to now complete the core 6 Zyurangers or the 7 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So that is very cool. Another complete team. So yeah, really nice figure, definitely recommended for fans of both series. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrebels.com, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Dawson Ryder, signing out.